Hi everyone, this is Matt from Snakehouse Exotics. We're going to be doing a video today on assist feeding, and the snake that we're going to be assist feeding today is a little spotted python baby. It's a 66% het for granite. It's quite important that we get the food in him, keep him going, and unfortunately he doesn't want to feed on his own. Spotted pythons as babies are quite hard to get going. I've got a granite, his sister, and she's now feeding on her own, thankfully, but unfortunately he's not. So we're going to be doing an assist feed, possibly a force feed. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see where he takes us. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I'll just set the camera up and get the food ready. Okay, we're nearly set up. Got the snake. What we're going to be feeding the snake is a little bit of pig's heart. Pinkies I find are too big. So what we do is we just open the snake's mouth. With the help of some tweezers, we slide the pig's heart in. If I can get a hold of a good grip, there we go. Slide the pig's heart in to the back of the throat. There we go. And then we start feeding that pig's heart down the back of the snake's throat. Very important to make sure that you're not going to get it in the windpipe. Of course that wouldn't be good. That's it, and we just feed it in like that. And that's basically assist feeding. It was almost force feeding. That because I did actually put the food parcel into the throat. With assist feeding, usually what you would do is you do the same process, pull back slightly on the food item, and the snake would grip with its own teeth, and it would promote a feeding response, and then the snake would eat the food item. But unfortunately he wasn't going to do that, so we just place it into the back of the throat. He'll gradually work that down, which is starting to now. You can see him constricting around the food and pushing it further down into his stomach. And hopefully we won't have to do this for too long before he starts feeding on his own. There we go, he's working it down now. And that was a good sized piece of food. That'll keep him going for a little while. I'll try him with a pinky next week. Just leave it in his enclosure and see if he takes it on his own. But that's down now, that's in his stomach now. I'll do a quick update on the granite spotted python, this boy's sister. I'll get her out of her tub and I'll set her up so you can have a look. And here we have the granite spotted python. Quick update. She's feeding on her own now. She's growing, she's looking well. She looks a bit dark in there. She's an amazing looking spotted python, very nice. As I've mentioned on previous videos, she's got a clear dorsal stripe of the base colour, There's no granite pattern at all on the dorsal stripe there. For anybody thinking of a python as a pet, these are great. These are great starter snakes, in my opinion. They don't get too big. I'll show you an adult in a few minutes. I'll show you the mum. They don't get too big. They're really good feeders as adults. I very, very rarely have a refusal of food from any of the adults. They seem to really thrive well. They like it very little humidity, so they're quite easy to keep. They come from a very, very arid part of Australia, and they've adapted very well to be able to survive with very little water. Of course, a water bowl's provided with water, fresh water every couple of days, and they do really well in this kind of setup. I'm going to do a video as well, also on my hatchling tubs. I've had a couple of people now ask me about the tubs and what they are and where do I get them from. So I'll do a separate video on the hatchling tubs and show you how they work and the kind of setups that I use. And I think while we're at it, we'll have a quick look at the hatchling rack and see how that's set up as well. Okay, so we've got granite spotted python, a 2011 baby, a female, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.